Hello, Abha. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry today I got late. Yes, I got the presentees. Yes. Hello, Abhijit. Hello, Shreya, Neha, Lavni, Navya. Hello, everyone. Please do inform your friends also to get into the live streaming, get into the class. Also inform your friends so that we could start. Let's start, students. Hello, Kushagri. Yes, hello, Arpit. Glad to see everyone again. Do inform everyone that we are live. Okay, so let's start. Yesterday we have seen, let me give you a recap of yesterday episode. In this episode we have seen that a swallow met the statue of Happy Prince. The statue was weeping because the Happy Prince could see the miseries of his kingdom. From up above the height, he could see the miseries of the people and he was very sad. Now, what happened that he asked the swallow for his help. He asked the swallow to take out what? He asked the swallow to take out what and to help whom? Whom the Happy Prince want the swallow to help? Yes, correct. Very good, Navya. Good, Nehal. Very good, Ananya. Very nice. Good, Aniket. Yes. Ruby. He wants to take out the ruby. Very good, Nehal. Very good, Ayushi. Good, Ananya. Very good, Kushagri. Good. He want to help the seamstress. Very nice. Please, Aniket, do not use the word lady tailor. No, it should be seamstress. Very good, Manya. Good. Everyone is giving me the answer correct. That is, he asked him to take out the ruby from the hilt of his sword and give it to the seamstress. Okay, seamstress also have a son who was feverish. He was tossing with fever. Then the swallow took the ruby, put it on the thimble where the seamstress was fast asleep, and he fanned the forehead of the boy. This much we have seen, and we have also read that next day swallow took bath and he decided that he will leave this place in the night. And then he said that is there any command for him to the Happy Prince. He asked Happy Prince, is there any other thing he want to let him know. So let's start with the chapter. Come to the page number 31. I hope you all have opened your textbooks so that we could start. Be ready with your pencil and textbook. Whichever word I will ask you to mark, you have to mark all those words. Am I clear to everyone? Do remember, you all have to participate very attentively. Like tomorrow, you all have done a well job. You all were fabulous. You all have answered me in very attentive manner. So today also you have to be very attentive in the class. Also share this class with your friends so that they could also join. We should have to increase the number of our family. Okay, so let's start with the page number 31. Be ready. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince. Will you stay with me one night longer? I'm waited for in Egypt, answered the swallow. Swallow, little swallow, said the prince. Far away across the city, I see a young man in a garret. He is leaning over a desk covered with papers, and in the glass by his side there is a bunch of withered violets. His hair is brown and crisp, and his eyes and his lips are red as pomegranate. And he has large and dreamy eyes. He is trying to finish a play for the director of the theatre, but he is too cold to write anymore. There is no fire in the grate, and hunger has made him faint. Now, what happened? Now, Swallow said that, now, Happy Prince, I am going to the Egypt, and now I am saying goodbye to you. Then again Happy Prince said, Swallow, swallow, oh little swallow, please be with me for one more night. Again the Happy Prince was asking for the help of the swallow. The swallow said that I cannot be with you because my friends are waiting for me in the Egypt, and if I will help you, I will get late. Then again the Happy Prince insisted him for the help, and he said that, please little swallow, I can see a young man over the city. Here over the city means outskirt of the city. City के पार मैं देख सकता हूँ एक young आदमी. And what that young man was doing, he was writing something. And what he was writing a play. Okay, he was writing a play for a director, but he lived in a garret. Do you know what is garret? Can you tell me what is garret? Okay, let me tell that garret is a top floor. You must have seen your house. Your house must be ground floor, first floor, then top floor, है ना? So that is the top floor. हाँ निहल, that I am saying garret means the top floor. Top floor of the house, that is garret. Okay. You may say attic. Acha, the attic, the word attic. Where you have heard this word attic? Can anyone tell me where this word, in which chapter attic word we have seen? Anyone? A-T-T-I-C, attic. Where this word we have seen? In which chapter we have seen this word? Anyone? Everyone is pondering. Acha, let me tell you. In the Beehive, the first chapter. Do you remember that first chapter? Yes, correct, Abhijit. Roof of the room. Correct. Do you remember? Who remembered the first chapter of Beehive? Tell me the name. First chapter of Beehive. Yes, very good, Nehal. The fun they had. Yes, correct, Nehal. Very nice, Nehal. The fun they had. In that we have seen. Very good, Ananya. Good, Arpit. Very good, Manya. The fun they had. In that chapter we have seen Tommy. Tommy found a book in the attic. Tommy found a book in the attic. Attic means the top floor or the room on the roof. Okay, that is called attic. Am I clear to everyone? So the young man, let's come to the chapter again. Yes, correct Abha. Very nice. So come to the chapter again, and we have seen that the happy prince told to Swallow that there was a young man who was writing a play. He lives in a garret, and he was not able to complete his play. Why? Because he was feeling sleepy and it was very cold in his room and there is no fire. He do not have money to buy the woods for the fire. Okay, let's continue. There is no fire in the grate and hunger has made him faint, and he is also feeling hungry and he is fainting. Fainting means बेहोशी आना. उसको बेहोशी भी आ रही है, being unconscious, becoming unconscious. I will wait with you one night longer, said the swallow, who really had a good heart. He asked if he should take another ruby to the young playwright. Alas, I have no ruby now, said the prince. My eyes are all that I have left. They are made of rare sapphires, which were brought out of India 1,000 years ago. Now, Swallow said that okay, one more night I will stay with you. So now tell me what I have to do. I have to take out another ruby from you. Then then the happy prince said, no, because now I do not have any ruby, but I have my eyes and they are made up of sapphire. So take out one of my eyes, and those sapphire are taken from India. Okay, here the name of India is mentioned, and the happy prince said that those sapphire is from India and it belongs 1,000 years ago. So he ordered the swallow to pluck out one of them and take it to the playwright. He will sell it to the jeweler and buy firewood and finish his play, he said. Now, Happy Prince instructed Swallow to take out one of his sapphire and give it to the young man so that he could sell that sapphire, get some money. Nehal, it is not mentioned that from where the Happy Prince is, but Happy Prince is mentioning that from where that sapphire belongs. Am I clear to you, Nehal? Anand Raj has also joined. Welcome, Anand. Glad to see you, Anand, here. So, here Happy Prince commanded to Swallow to take out the sapphire. The sapphire belongs to India 1,000 years ago, and now give it to that young playwright and he will sell it and arrange the firewood. Dear Prince, said Swallow, I cannot do that. And he began to weep. Now here the swallow started to weep. Why? Because now the prince has instructed to take out his eyes. अब suppose अगर तुमसे कोई कहे कि लाओ मैं तुम्हारी एक आँख बेच दूँ, how you will feel? कैसा लगेगा? अजीब लगेगा ना? Same thing happened with the swallow when the prince said कि मेरी एक आँख निकाल लो. He was too much in confusion. He don't want to do all these things. Okay, and he started to weep. Swallow started to weep that he could not do that. Okay, Swallow started to weep. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince, do I command you? Do as I command you. So the swallow plucked out the prince's eyes and flew away to the young man's garret. It was easy enough to get in, as there was a hole in the roof. Though this he darted and came into the room. The young man had his head buried in his hands, so he did not hear the flutter of the bird's wings. And when he looked up, he found the beautiful sapphire lying on the withered violets. Now what happened? The bird took out the eye, that is the sapphire. Ananya, weep means to cry. Weep means to cry. Yes, very good. Very good, Abha. Very good, Manya. Nehal, good, good. Good, Abhijit. Very nice. Yes. Aniket, very nice. Weep means rona. So, that swallow plucked the eyes and then he took it to the young man. It was easy to get into the room because there was a hole. He got into the room. The young man had not heard the voice of the bird. Why? Because he had buried his head in his hands, like he was buried his head, like he was doing like this, and he hadn't heard the voice. And then when he took out his head, he looked up and then he saw a sapphire in the withered violets. Withered violets means the waste pages which were there. He found a sapphire over there. I am beginning to be appreciated, he cried. This is from some great admirer. Now I can finish my play. And he looked quite happy. Now, when the young man, the young playwriter, when found, yes, correct. When the young playwriter found that sapphire, he said that now my work has been appreciated. मेरे काम को सराहना मिल रही है. किसी ने कोई admirer है मेरा. Admirer means प्रशंसक. Admirer means prasansak, like fan. Okay, we used to say like, sir, I am your fan. So that admirer. Okay, so he said that some of my admirer must have given this to me. Now I can complete my play, and he was very happy. The next day, the swallow flew down to the harbor. He sat on the mast of a large vessel and watched the sailor working. I am going to Egypt, cried the swallow, but nobody minded. And when the moon rose, he flew back to the happy prince. Now what happened? Again the swallow came, and right now he was in the harbor. Kushagri, the young playwright was saying that he was appreciated. मेरे काम को सराहना मिल रही है. Kushagri, now understood? Yes. The playwright, very good, Shreya. The writer here, the young playwright was saying that मेरे काम को सराहना मिल रही है और मेरे किसी admirer, मेरे किसी fan ने मुझे ये sapphire दिया है. Okay, this. Very good. Yes, Nehal, correct. The person who appreciates. Yes, correct. So now, Ava, that's what I am telling you. Harbor. Harbor means. Who will tell harbor means? Harbor here means. Yes, Kushagri? Yes, correct, Kushagri. That's correct. Harbor here means the river side, or you may say seaside. Okay, the river side you may say. Harbor, bank of river you may say, where the ship used to have their rest, or you may say जहाँ पे ships रुकती हैं आके, that is harbor. Okay, जहाँ पे ship रुक जाती हैं आके, that is harbor. नदी का किनारा, you may say. हाँ, I hope you understood. So he was at the harbor where he sat and he saw the sailors working. Sailors means, हाँ, yes, correct Manya. Correct Nehal, very good. Very good Kushagri, seaport, very nice. Good. Yes, very good. Seaport, very good Navya, very nice. Ananya, very good. Good Ananya, we can say seaport, very good, very nice. So now the swallow, yes Abhijit. So now the swallow is on seaport and he was saying, he saw that sailors were working, okay, and then he shouted loud that now I am going to Egypt, but nobody listened listened to him that what he was saying. Again the swallow flew to good evening Ritika, glad to see you again. Yes Abha, correct. Then again the swallow flew back to Happy Prince to bid him goodbye. I have come to bid you goodbye, he cried. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said Prince, will you not stay with me one night longer? Now again the swallow, when he said goodbye, he bid goodbye. Again the Happy Prince said, oh swallow, please swallow, be with me for one night. It is winter, answered the swallow, and the snow will soon be here. In the Egypt, the sun is warm on the green palm trees, and the crocodiles lie in the mud and look lazily about them. Now the swallow was saying that here is very cold and the snow is about to fall. How could I be here? And in the Egypt where the sun shone, I want to be there because Egypt is warm enough for me. That is a suitable place for me. That's why all the birds when it is winter season, all the birds migrate to the warm place. Yes, Vanya, good evening. Okay, so let's see. So he said that I want to go in Egypt, not here, because it is in the and it is sun, it is warm weather in the Egypt. In the square below, said the Happy Prince, there stands a little match girl. She has let her matches fall in the gutter, and they are all spoiled. Her father will beat her if she does not bring home some money, and she is crying. She has no shoes or stockings, and her little head is bare. Pluck out my other eye and give it to her, and her father will not beat her. Now again the Happy Prince insisted, and he said that this was a little girl and she used to sell the matchstick, but her matchstick was fallen into the gutter. I hope you all know what is gutter. Arpit, match girl means that matches बेचने वाली लड़की. Match girl. Class, please do let me know, am I audible? Are you able to see? Yes, Kushagri, correct. Who sells matchsticks? Yes, matches बेचने वाली. Correct, Arpit. Correct. So the Happy Prince tell the Swallow that there was a little girl who used to sell matchsticks. Her matchsticks was fallen. Thank you everyone to inform me, to let me know. Okay, so her matchsticks were fallen into the gutter. I hope you all know what is gutter. Nobody will ask me, ma'am, what is gutter. It is a drainage. So her matchsticks were fallen, and if she will not get money to her home, her father will beat her. Okay. So the happy prince told him that the swallow that she do not have shoes or stockings, and she was not wearing any hat or cap on her head, and this is winter. So please take my another sapphire, and give it to her. I will stay with you one night longer, said the swallow, but I cannot pluck out your eye. You would be quite blind then. Now the swallow told him that okay, I will be here for one night, but I cannot take out your another eye. I cannot do this. Please don't insist me. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince. Do as I command you. Now again the prince said, do whatever I have said. Don't be like that. So he plucked out the prince's other eye and darted down with it. Now here students, the word is written darted. What does it mean? What does it mean, darted? Darted means to move suddenly and quickly. Okay, to move suddenly. Darted means to move suddenly and quickly. Okay, in a certain direction. Okay, that is darted. So please, students, you have to use the same words which are here. Okay, like darted, seamstress, match girl. Okay, playwright, young playwright. These words you have to mention in your answer writing, otherwise you are not able to score well in your exams. Again and again I am reminding you that you have to use these words. Am I clear? Correct. Very good, Nehal. Good, Arpit. Very good, Abhijit. Good, Ananya. Very good. Good. That is darted. Let's come to the chapter. So he darted towards the match girl. He swooped past the match girl and slipped the jewel into the palm of her hand. What a lovely bit of glass, cried the little girl, and she ran home laughing. Now what happened? Then the swallow swooped that gem, that sapphire, into the palm of the girl. And the girl saw that sapphire and she was very happy to see that gem. And she said, what a beautiful gem it is. Okay, what a lovely bit of glass. Now do remember, students, when it is asked in the exam, in the paper, that what the girl considered the gem. What the girl considered the gem as. So the girl considered the gem as a lovely bit of what? Glass. Okay, she considered that gem as lovely bit of glass. Okay, you have to use Mamta Shukla. Is this Salvi? Is this Salvi? Yes. Very good, Ananya. Very good, Abha. Very good, Nehal. She considered that yes. Very good, Aniket. Good. Good, Shreya. So she considered it as a bit of glass. Salvi, I will take class 10th also. Do tell me which chapter. I will take 10th class also. Correct, Manda. So now you have to use the word class. Please concentrate. You have to use the girl, that the girl considered that as a lovely bit of glass. And then blind now, he said, so I will stay with you always. Now the swallow came back and said that, now happy prince, you are blind. Now I cannot go leaving behind you alone. So I will stay with you here only. Like as I left you, but still I am with you. So same thing, the swallow is now not able to leave happy prince in his condition, in his terrible condition. Now the happy prince is blind and he could not see. So swallow, who had a very kind heart, and now he cannot leave that happy prince alone, and he said, I will stay with you for lifelong. No, little swallow, said the poor prince, you must go away to Egypt. No, I will stay with you always, said the swallow, and he slept at the prince's feet. Now the prince said that, no, you have to go. Don't be here. Go to Egypt. Your friends are waiting. Who said these words? Who said these words? That you should go to Egypt. Your friends may be waiting. Who said these words? Who said these words, that your friends will be waiting in Egypt? That is the happy prince. Yes, correct. Vanya, correct Vanya. Ha, Nehal, correct. Correct Navya, correct Abha. Very good. Good Ananya. So the happy prince. Good Shreya. Good. Good Aniket. Very nice. So the happy prince. Very good Arpit. Good. So the happy prince said to swallow, don't be here, go to Egypt, your friends might be waiting. But now swallow could not leave happy prince, because now the condition of the happy prince is miserable. His eyes, he had lost his eyes. Okay, so he cannot leave him alone, and the swallow decided to live lifelong with happy prince, and he slept near the feet of happy prince. All the next day he sat on the prince's shoulder and told him stories of what he had seen in strange lands. Next day when the swallow woke up, he sat on the shoulder of the prince, and he was telling about the stories what he has seen in the lands from where he flew. जहाँ से वो उड़ के आ रहा था, वहाँ पे उसने क्या क्या देखा, वो सारी चीजें वो बता रहा था हैप्पी प्रिंस को. Students, don't forget to share this session with your friends, okay, so that we could increase our family, okay, and let everyone get benefited with this session, okay. Dear little swallow, said the prince, you tell me of marvelous things, but more marvelous than anything is the suffering of men and women. There is no mystery so great as misery. Fly over my city, little swallow, and tell me what you see there. Correct. So now here the happy prince, now who is blind, the happy prince who is now blind is requesting the swallow that swallow, mystery. There is no mystery but misery. There are so many misery. Misery means dukh. Dukh बहुत ज़्यादा है. So the happy prince said that there are so many miseries. Can you fly all over my city and tell me what is going on in the city? So he again requested. Yes, correct Nehal, a bad condition. Misery means bad condition. So he said that Happy Prince said to the yes, correct Avni, very good Shreya, good Abha, sadness, correct. Correct Ananya, correct. Sadness, bad condition, sadness, dukh, correct Abhijit, very nice. So there are so many miseries. So can you fly all around my city and tell me the condition of the people, how they are living? So the swallow flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry in their beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. He flew into dark lanes and saw the white faces of starving children looking out listlessly at the black streets. Under the archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in each other's arms to try to keep themselves warm. How hungry we are, they said. You must not lie here, shouted the watchman, and they wandered out into the rain. Now what happened? Now the swallow is taking round. He was flying around the city, and then he found that the rich people were busy in making their richness. They were all the rich were busy in making the money, and the poor, they are very poor. So the swallow was flying all over the city. अब यहाँ पे swallow, as the happy prince requested him to tell the condition of his country, so swallow was flying all over the country, and now he saw that the rich were making money. जो अमीर है वो बहुत अमीर है, busy है पैसे बनाने में. But when he flew to the another side of the city, he saw the poor people. They are very poor, and then he saw the children. They were starving. Okay? और फिर उसने देखा कि गरीब लोग जो बहुत गरीब हैं, एक दूसरे साइड में, सिटी के दूसरे साइड में जहाँ गरीब लोग भी हैं, वो they were starving. The children were starving, and then he saw two boys who were holding each other, and they were starving. Starving means बहुत ज़्यादा भूखे हैं. Okay? And they were under the arc. They were under the bridge arc. Do you know what is the archway of a bridge? Archway. Welcome Shikhar Srivastav. I hope Shikhar you understood. I hope Shikhar you understood that swallow saw that those who are rich, they are busy in making money, but those who are poor, they are very poor. Listlessly. The listlessly means lazy, not doing anything. Listlessly means lazy, not doing anything. Okay, that is listlessly. Correct Nehal, bypass. Have you seen overbridge? Overbridge. Bridge के नीचे वाली जगह. So that is archway. That is called archway. There, the swallow saw two boys. They were holding each other. Yes, correct Kushagri. Very nice. Bridge के नीचे वाली जगह. Okay. So he saw that there was two boys lying under, and they were holding each other and keeping themselves warm. But the watchman shouted on them, and he said that you should not be here, go away. And then again the boys were out in the rain. Then he flew back and told Prince what he had seen. I am covered with fine gold, said Prince. You must take it off leaf by leaf and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold the swallow picked off till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey. Now what happened? Swallow came again to the prince and he told him whatever he had seen. And then the prince said that now my body is left and my body is made up of gold. The leaves, do you remember, students? In the beginning of the chapter we have seen how the prince was made. His clothes were made of the fine gold leaves. सोने की परत लगी हुई थी, पत्तियां लगी हुई थी सोने की. Okay, so we have seen in the beginning of the chapter, in the first paragraph, that it was written his clothes were made up of fine gold leaves of fine gold. So now here in this paragraph, the happy prince was saying that took out those leaves, gold leaves, and give it to all the poor people. Nehal, I told you listlessly means lazy, those who are not doing anything. Lazy, those who are not doing anything. Who has joined with Sanatani Hindu? Please tell me your name. Who has joined with that? Murmured means बड़बड़ाना. Murmured means बड़बड़ाना. मुंह में कुछ शब्द बोलना. हाँ, very good मान्या. Okay, Anish, welcome Anish. Glad to see you Anish. Yes, फुसफुसाना, बड़बड़ाना, मुंह के अंदर. Correct Shreya, listlessly means laziness. So now the happy prince commanded the swallow to take out the leaves, and then what happened, that the leaves took out the swallow took out the leaves. Correct Shreya. Whispering, Nehal, whispering is not murmured, because whispering means fusfusana and murmured means barbadana. Okay, so now the bird swallow took out the gold leaves, and till he took the leaves till the prince looked grey and dull. Okay, तब तक वो पत्तियां निकालता रहा जब तक कि जो हैप्पी प्रिंस था वो ग्रे कलर में नहीं हो गया या डल हो गया. ओके, तब तक वो निकालता रहा. लीफ आफ्टर लीफ ऑफ द fine gold he brought to the poor, and the children's face grew rosier, and they laughed and played in the street. We have bread now, they cried. Now when the swallow given all the leaves, the gold leaves, to the poor and the boys, they all were very happy and they were laughing. They were saying that now we have the bread. अब हमारे पास रोटी होगी, अब हम भूखे नहीं रहेंगे. The boys were very happy. Then the snow came, and after the snow came the frost. The street looked as if they were made of silver. Everybody went out in furs, and the little boys wore scarlet's cap and skated on the ice. Now, as we all know, the season was of winter, and the swallow, as in the earlier times we have seen that the swallow was saying that it is winter season, I want to go to Egypt. So here came the winter, and the snow was falling. After the snow, see, when the snow falls, that is not that time it is not that much cold, but after snow, when the snow stops falling, then it is cold. Then came the frost. जब स्नोफॉल हो जाता है, जब स्नोफॉल हो जाता है उसके बाद ठंड शुरू होती है, जब हवा चलती है। स्नोफॉल के टाइम ठंड नहीं होता, ओके। जब स्नोफॉल बंद हो जाती है और हवा चलने लगती है तब ठंड आती है, ओके। सो सेम नाउ everyone was wearing fur coat and the cap scarlet and everyone was well covered. The poor little swallow grew colder and colder, but he would not leave the prince. He loved him too well. He picked up crumble outside the baker's door when the baker was not looking and tried to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. Now, the poor swallow who was in the love of the prince, he was not ready to leave happy prince. Now tell me students, why the swallow was not ready to leave happy prince? Tell me. Why the swallow was not ready to leave happy prince? Yes, correct Nehal, Vanya, correct. Correct Kushagri, very nice. There are two reasons. First one is the happy prince became blind, and the swallow is in love with happy prince. So that's why he do not. Yes, very good Anish. Correct Anish. Good Abha, very nice. Yes, very good Abha. The swallow was emotionally connected with happy prince. Very good Abha. Good. So so he was not ready to leave happy prince. Still it was a winter season, it is very cold, and what he was doing, he was flapping his wings so that he could make himself warm. But at last he knew that he was going to die. Who was going to die? Who was going to die? Yes, correct Abhijit. Who was going to die? Correct Manya. Can you tell me who was going to die? Who know that he is going to die? Yes, very good Navya. Very good. Very nice Kushagri. Good Agni. Very good Abha. Very good Nehal. It is swallow. Very good Ananya. Good. So it is swallow. Swallow knew, at last the swallow came to know that now he will no more. He will die because of the, very good Arpit, because of the cold. He had just enough strength to fly up to the prince's shoulder once more. Now he had only the strength to sit on the प्रिंस शोल्डर. अब बस इतनी ही ताकत स्वेलो में बची थी कि वो अब उड़ के स्वेलो प्रिंस के कंधे पे बैठ जाए. एंड he flew and sat on the shoulder of happy prince. Goodbye dear prince, he murmured. Will you let me kiss your hand? Now here a sad goodbye we will see. Now in this scene we will see a sad goodbye. Please students, I will request you to feel the emotions of the swallow. Okay, you will feel the connection of swallow and prince. Goodbye dear prince, he murmured. Will you let me kiss your hand? I am glad that you are going to Egypt at last, little swallow, said the prince. You have stayed too long, but you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you. Now what happened? The swallow said that goodbye prince, now I am leaving. Prince thought that he was leaving to Egypt, and prince said, I am very glad to know that you are leaving to Egypt. Now go and don't kiss on my hand, just kiss on my lips because I love you. It is not to Egypt that I am going, said the swallow. I am going to the house of death. Death is the brother of sleep. Is he not? Now swallow cleared the motto. He said, I am not going to Egypt. I am going to die because the sleep is the brother of death. And he kissed the happy prince on the lips and he fell down dead at his feet. Then at last, when he said these words, he kissed, swallow kissed happy prince on his lips and he died. He fallen on the feet of happy prince. At that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue, as if something had broken. In fact, the fact is that the leaden heart had snapped right in two. It certainly was dreadfully hard frost. Now what happened? When the swallow died, a crack sound, a very strange crack sound came from the statue. And what happened? The heart, the leaden heart means the heart made of lead, that was broken into two parts. So the prince's heart, happy prince's heart, was broken into two parts. Early the next morning, the mayor was walking in the square below in the company with two councillors. As they passed the column, he looked up at the statue. Dear me, how shabby the happy prince looks, he said. How shabby indeed, cried the town councillor, who always agreed with the mayor, and they went up to look at it. The ruby has fallen out of his sword, his eyes are gone, and he is golden no longer, said the mayor. In fact, he is little better than a beggar. Now, what happened? So, next morning, the mayor of the city, mayor of the kingdom, came, and he was saying that, see, look at the happy prince, look at the statue. Now this is no longer attractive. This statue is no longer attractive. The ruby was took off. His body was dull, and his eyes is no more. So there is no need for this statue. And this statue looked like a beggar. Who remarked that the statue looked like a beggar? Who remarked that the statue looked like beggar? Class? Very good Kushagri, very good Agni, very nice. The mayor remarked that the statue looked like, very nice. No Nehal, not the two councillors. The mayor remarked, very good Abha, very good Anish, good Abhijit, Navya, very nice. Shreya, good. Good Kushagri. So the mayor said that he remarked that the statue looked as beggar. And whose statue it was? Happy Prince's statue. Little better than a beggar, said the town councillor. And here is actually a dead bird at his feet, continued the mayor. We must really issue a proclamation that the birds are not to be allowed to die here. And the town clerk made a note of the of the suggestion. Now you may see here the how the mayor was how insensible thing the mayor was saying. He was saying that we should make a note, we should make a notice that birds should not be allowed to die here. क्या ऐसा कभी हो सकता है कि आप एक नोटिस बनाओ और लिखो कि यहाँ पे चिड़ियों का मरना मना है, तो क्या चिड़िया वहाँ आएंगी नहीं और या फिर मरेंगी नहीं? ऐसा क्या हो सकता है? क्या चिड़िया भी इंसान है क्या जो आपकी नोटिस मानेंगी? But see how insensitive notice he had made for the birds. So they pulled down the statue of the happy prince as he is no longer beautiful, he is no longer useful, said the art professor at the university. So what happened? The statue was so the statue was took off from the pedestal. So the statue was pulled down. The statue was pulled down. नीचे उसको गिरा दिया गया statue को. Okay. Then they melted the statue in the furnace. Do you know what is furnace? भट्टी, जहाँ पे मेटल गलाया जाता है. Okay, so the happy prince statue was made up of metal, so that was it was sent to the furnace. भट्टी में भेज दिया गया उसको गलाने के लिए. What a strange thing, said the overseer of the workmen at the foundry. This broken lead heart will not melt in the furnace. We must throw it away. So they threw it on a dust heap where the dead swallow was also lying. What happened? When the happy prince body. Yes, Anish, it was said कि bird से कहा गया चल निकल. Yes, correct. Very good, Ananya. Okay. So the body of the happy prince was sent to the furnace, and it was to melt the body. But the workers found that that lead heart of happy prince was not melting. So what they did, they threw that melt heart into the heap of dust. And then what happened? The heart was thrown in the same place where the dead bird, the dead body of the swallow was thrown. Okay, so both the heart of the happy prince and the dead body of the swallow after the death also they are together. Okay, this is the power of love. That is, after, see, when they were alive, then also they were together, and after the death they are together. Bring me the two most precious things in the city, said God to one of his angels. And the angel brought him the laden heart and the dead bird. You have rightly chosen, said God, for in my garden of paradise this little bird shall sing forevermore, and in my city of gold the happy prince shall praise me. Now what happened? In the last of this chapter we have seen that the God, the Almighty, he asked the angels, bring me two precious things. The God asked the angel that bring me two precious things of this city, and then the angel brought the dead body of the bird and the laden heart of happy prince. Yes, then the God said that, yes angel, you have chosen the correct thing. That, and make sure now this bird will sing in my garden of heaven. मेरे heaven में, मेरे स्वर्ग के garden में अब से ये चिड़िया गाएगी. And this laden heart means this happy prince will praise me. अब से ये happy prince मेरा दरबारी होगा और मेरे लिए praise किया करेगा, मेरे गुणगान गाया करेगा. Okay, so this was the end of the story. This was the end of the story in which we have seen the happy prince helped the poor people of his country after his death. So let's do a quick recap to whom he had helped. Happy Prince and the swallow together helped. First, they helped the seamstress. Second, they helped the young playwright. Third, they helped whom? Third, they helped whom? Class, do response. Correct Navya. So first we seen seamstress, second we seen the young playwright, third we seen match girl, then fourth they have helped all the people, poor people in his kingdom, and lastly we have seen that the God have given them a special place in his paradise. So this was the story which we have seen and written by Oscar Wilde. So I hope the chapter is pretty clear to you all. I hope the chapter is pretty clear to you all, and I am giving you 2 minutes if there is any doubt regarding the chapter. Yes, Anish, literally it is a very nice story. So I hope everyone that you all have marked the words which you have to use in your answers. Okay, do remember, class, do remember you have to use those words only which is used. Abha, paradise, swarg, heaven. Abha, paradise means swarg, heaven. Navya, leaden means lead. That matter, lead. 10th class, I will try to take 10th class also. Maybe from tomorrow I will take the 10th class. Please do let me know that which chapter you want. Comment. Please students, do comment. Okay, after this session drop your comments in the comment box that which chapter of class 10th you want to me explain. Okay class, so this is all from my side. Now I will meet with a new chapter in a new class. Till then, goodbye and lots of love.